My name is Lindsay Griffin and this is Leah Grace. I'm just doing the clicker video showing you what Leah has learned over the past 5 weeks and how we accomplished it. During week 1, I used the clicker to get Leah's attention, and when I would click, as soon as she would hear the noise and either come to it or look up at it, I would treat her. For the first week I did do fixed interval reinforcement just because she had no idea what the clicker was, and I wanted her to know that as soon as she heard a click that she would get a treat immediately after it. I started off using pieces of dog food, mini pieces of cheese. I went to cut up biscuits into quarters. She loved those. Anything that's food she loves. So that was good. Week 1 we also learned how to sit without the traditional command, because Leah's, before I taught her without the clicker, I taught her how to sit with the command, but now she'll usually sit. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Come. That was one of the free shaping behaviors. Whenever she would come up to me and I would either lean in towards her or put my hand up, she would sit. Another thing that we did on week 1 was we learned to sit, shake, and stay. Again, I'd always use the traditional verbal commands, but I wanted something a little easier, so I didn't always have to ask for it. Now for stay, I would just put my hand up. And Leah will usually stay there until either I tell her to or until her sister would body slam her. On week 2, I did the fixed interval again because I was teaching a new trick, which was touching or targeting with the stick. I didn't want to use a stick because Leah eats them all day in the yard, so she wouldn't find them too intriguing to play with. I tried a tennis ball. That was too much like playtime for her, so I used her bone, her favorite bone. The first couple times targeting, she would take the bone and she would put it in her mouth and bite it. That's not the targeting aspect that we were looking for. So week 2 was all about targeting, wasn't it, baby girl? So all we did on week 2 is we taught her to touch. Good girl. And then I eventually, when I went into week 3, and I still was using fixed interval because I wanted to teach her targeting with my hand instead of an object. Leah, come. So I would just do touch, and I would hold my hand up. Good girl. She loves touch. She'll touch anything. Doesn't matter who you are, if you're mom, dad, husband, doesn't matter. Also in week 3, I taught Leah how to wait. Because it was something that her and her sister always just go charging towards everything. Leah, sit. Your booty. Thank you, ma'am. Wait. Good girl. Come. Good girl. I tried to get her to hold her paw on her toy, to hold a toy, but that didn't work because she wanted to play with the ball all the time. So on week 3, we just did the touching. We reviewed the touching, and then we did the wait. Her sister's barking out back because she can't be without her. On week 4, I switched into variable reinforcement just because she had grasped that as soon as she heard the click noise, she would get a treat. But I wanted her to know that the click was a reinforcement and that the treat wasn't the reinforcement. So on week 4, I got my husband to target with her. I wanted to generalize her to whoever was asking for the command, that it could be plausible for them to get it done with her. Like tonight we're out front. This is one of the places where we generalize because there's a lot of distractions, a lot of cars going by, noises. But in week 4, I taught her how to leave it, was one of the commands, and easy, because her and her sister were very prone to, when you hold a piece of food in front of their mouth, they would just chomp at it, and I didn't like that, especially if we ever have her around kids. So if I have a piece of food, like tonight we're using smacks, I want her to leave it, and she won't go after it. Now if I give it to her, I want her to be easy. Good girl. That wasn't too hard with her because she wanted the treat so bad that she was willing to do whatever she wanted to get it. So after week 4, we went into week 5, which was just a review of everything that we had learned, and just to generalize the touching, the targeting, the sitting and staying. Come, sit. Any of the commands that we had previously learned. There was also one for Wake Up Molly. Molly is actually awake right now, so if I say Wake Up Molly, I should probably run and try to find her, which we will do and see. But at the end of this, I just wanted to say, before we go, Wake Up Miss Molly, that she was actually a lot easier to clicker train than I thought, and she was a very quick learner, and she just had her 1-year birthday, so she's a big girl now. She's all trained and she's a big girl. The camera didn't ask for your paw, but that was very nice. But she was a very good companion, and her sister is next on the training list because she's not quite as smart as her big sis. But that is our clicker summary, and as we end it, we will say the command to wake up Miss Molly, and hopefully Leah will run through the house and look for Miss Molly, but she's out back because if we did a whole wake up Molly session, it would take us about an hour because we have to calm Molly down. So we'll see if she'll do it. As we say bye, say bye. You're going to wave goodbye with your paw. Okay. All right, Leah. Sit. Thank you, ma'am. Stay. Now wait. Now you're going to see Casey, which is our older Springer. Wake up Molly. Wake up Molly. Wake up Molly. Where's Molly? All right, now this is, I brought Miss Grace and Molly in. We're going to show you the Wake Up Molly. I had to bring it inside because if I try to do it outside, it's chaos with 6 dogs. So I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to say, Miss Leah, come. Wake up Molly. Wake up Molly. Wake her up. Wake up Molly. Wake her up. You got to make sure she's awake. We got to make sure. Leah wakes up Miss Molly every morning and night whenever we ask her to. Leah,
wake up Molly.
Wake up Molly. She gives her kisses, and usually it'll start a play session with her and her sister.
Wake up Molly.
But it's really funny, and Molly loves it because she loves
wake up
to be
Molly.
licked. Molly, Lily. Lily, wake up Molly.
Wake up Molly.
Wake up Miss Molly. You done? Are you done showing everybody your tricks?
She says she's awake.
And we had a really great time, and I hope you all enjoyed the video and seeing Miss Leah Grace. It was great training her, and I had fun.